We're back. No more exposing bare bones broadcasters. In the last few videos, I was speaking about glad it wasn't me looking at a guy on stage. Well, here's a guy on stage that looks at humans all around me, all my living, from my siblings on, to the experience of my creature here. Glad it wasn't me. I look at everyone else, exceptional to myself, and including myself, at the same time. And some of your lives I couldn't walk. I just couldn't do it. From those far more superior to everything you've ever done and could, and you're just superior to me. To those who haven't done your own, glad it wasn't me. I couldn't have done what you did on any spectrum around me, and it's spherical. I figured pretty much my position here is in the middle of an SPHERE, and the differences are all around me in that inclusion. And I stand quite contrasting and yet very, very typical to all of it at the same instant. And that is everyone's position. And I don't know what's around us, because we're all right in the middle of that. Each one. It's astounding. I picture that kind of how we'll live in wonderful cell cities inside this and ride this dormant storm out. This planet's headed dormant, where humans are able to go inside and hibernate. I can tell you that right now. They do not die. They ride the storm out of dormant. Want to bet? Just like anything else does, dormant. You want a green? You can't get any greener. Take your green and dormant green. You're mighty green now. I wouldn't wish more of it on you. Especially from a dead grant system that is, my God, calling out to you with all passion. Please do something else more obvious than a dead grant system. Please. As a planet, it begs you. Please. Educate to something else. Higher education. The earth is calling to you in all passive begging. Look at the eyes of these little children, for Christ's sake. Go another way. Go in. Build wonderful spherical cities. One with a far different mindset than you've got right now won't go anywhere. Thrust and fuel don't go here. Thrust and fuel don't affect timing like humans with this in simultaneous, symbiotic affecting here. Faster, more efficient than light. And the farther this thing goes in here, the quicker it gets there in linear time as you think of time. And time is not what you think of it right now at all. You're very misled and misunderstanding it. And the calendar cannot express time to you. No, it cannot. In fact, it's invented for quite the opposite. To get you to misuse terms is why the calendar exists. To get you to misuse terms. The Mayans predicted you'd wake up to that this year. Throw it away, come up with a far more efficient system, and the use of the terms of that system that measure this thing quite more accurate. It's calling out to you. And prophecy has nothing to do with it. Matching wit is everything and makes prophecy absolutely stupid. Prophecy has to come from what's already remembered happened, and you can remember now far more than any prophecy ever remembered back. You want to remember and predict out memory the prophet and predict something far lovelier. Saith the Lord, to you. Quit whining around the prophet's regret. Stop it. Move on. So don't stop anything. Move on. Do it yourself. You are your own prophet. Prophet. Prophesy. Use the echo of information. Prophets comply more than they predict. They demand compliance far more than they predict. And they rent their clothes when they don't get it. Look at me. How much you want me to rent? I can't rent anymore. I've rented and rented and rent. I'll rent. No, you're not done that renting. Please don't ask me to rent no more. I'm the prophet at your door. Saith the Lord to me. Go tell him. I wrote you a script. Get punk.